gentlemen, Tinkers of all ages, how you guys doing? Hellcat Death here, bringing you the CTT 2. Brings us some great guys tonight. Co-host, right-hand man, always he's around when when he wants to come out and do a stream with me. Man, this guy is like Jiffy on the spot. The myth, the man, the legend. What up, this?
Hey, good to be with you tonight, Hells. Looking forward to this great match between Chiefs and ONUR6.
Yes, sir. Moderator for this evening in this match is the actual tournament coordinator and the boss of the CTT2, Mr. Odin. How you doing, sir?
Not so bad. How are you tonight?
Not too bad, not too bad. 10-minute delay going out on this one, so we're pretty far out. So we're going to go ahead and kicking this off a little earlier. Gotta get your symbol up here, Odin. We're on the stream.
Yeah, I'm just getting the, just asking right now if they're both ready at the timer.
Cool. Looks like Chiefs got 8 in the room, so we have enough for rock and roll. Whose selection is Murrow?
Murrow is ONUR6 and Chief elected to defend.
The Chief is defending. Got it.
And ONUR6 banned Sand River and Chiefs banned Himmelsdorf.
Each team gets 1 ban.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? It's Tristan Walker, founder and CEO.
For round 1 and 2. I had to tweak it because there's not a lot of... Didn't get as much signed up this time around, so I had to tweak it a little.
Cool. Does Chief have to declare their map pick yet, or is that after Murrow?
After Murrow.
Got it.
Get Bevel at Target, Amazon, at getbevel.com. That's GETBEVEL.com.
The holidays. Time for hot cocoa, mistletoe, and spreading joy. A different kind of joy. The joy of pushing your limits on snowy mornings. You feel that, Peloton? That's greatness.
Alright, timer has started.
You can't go any further.
Nice.
The joy of giving it all you've got until tomorrow.
So since we're waiting for tanks, do you want to update us on some of the early round action on who's winning, who's losing, and who's moving on?
Coming out of round 1, let me pull up the bracket real quick. We've had 2 games so far played for round 1, which was Axis and L7. Axis advances to play SKB for round 2. Selva versus NFTG. NFTG won to advance to round 2 to play CZR. And Chiefs and ONUR6 play now. Whoever wins here plays Punished for round 2. And we had 1 round 2 game play yesterday. It was 12 Panzer versus 2nd Panzer Division. And 2nd Panzer ended up having to take a DQ due to not having a player on the roster play in some games. So unfortunately we took a loss for that, even though we won the game overall 3-2. We ended up taking the loss because I noticed that I played someone and I wasn't sure if he was on the roster, so I went and looked, and sure enough, he was not on the roster, so the round went to 12 Panzers, so they advanced to the semifinals.
Alrighty. Thank you for that update. A little bummer about the roster switch there, but those things happen in tournaments.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a heartbreaker for the guys, but I'm
already
rebuilding.
very curious about on your six's double mouse that they have tossed up there on Murrow.
I've seen it
All
once
right.
before. And
I
kinda
have some
interesting.
ideas of what you can do with it. I'm curious if they can pull it off.
50 seconds left on the timer.
Got it. He's just waiting for that last pick. I wonder if on defense there they'd go with an Artie. Wow. It looks like when your six has all their tanks up, you want to go through those hells?
Sure, over on your 6. Astro coming out in that Badger. Cutter coming out in the T100 LT. Killa, Thrilla, Pizza, both in the Bad Chats. Sir Thunda, BK, Mouses, Leech in the Super Conk with Beaver also.
Yeah, and over on the Chiefs side, we got the CGC with Bob, Light with Rada, Geronimo, Batchat, Spawn, lead the Spawn IS-7, 2 Super Conquerors, Killing You for Fun, and iKarma, and Decisive, and then finally a Chieftain with Judah. Awesome. This should be pretty interesting. CGC is a great counter to the mouse, just because of that big splash and that damage. I would think they really try to get those double mouse on the cap and then wedge the light tank in there. I guess the other thing they could be thinking is just to use that as a kind of as a feint or a fake, rolling those two on the cap and then maybe swinging something around the backside. We'll probably be able to figure it out pretty quickly depending on where they roll these mouses too. Immediately we see a spread coming out of on your 6 with the Bat Chats heading down to the 9 line, light tank out to the field. It looks like they'll probably spot each other up, both those light tanks. Everything else is moving to the 2-3 line. I think the same idea in terms of defense is being employed by Chiefs by rolling pretty strong to the 2-3 line defense, especially with all those Super Conquerors. This is going to be the test between the Artie versus the big hit point pool.
Right. And I mean, honestly, it's one of those. The Mouses can get up underneath that Artie. K1, it's been proven that you just get up on the hill, and it's too much of an angle. So you get two of those.
But how long do you
there.
wait in those? Yeah, how long do you wait in that position? I think they got to wait till Sir Thunda gets up there, and there's a big shot right there on BK Fly Kid. Tipping off about 500 plus points.
545 off that mouse. If they're gonna do it, they need to start.
Oh,
God!
I saw 1027 fly up off the badge.
Right,
They
yeah.
gotta.
They gotta go.
move those.
You
tanks
gotta
up.
go.
Yeah.
You gotta get up underneath that hill.
Fly Kid gets tracked, has to burn his repair kit on the mouse and getting into the cap.
Well, the
Like Chiefs is putting some good damage down, yeah?
definitely throwing down some damage. Now Cutter's at half health. He does have both Bat Chats now out in the field.
This is going to put pressure on the CGC if they cannot stuff the two bats in the light tank. And here goes the rear side pressure by the light tank. I really like this move.
I do apologize if this craps out. We are under high wind warning, so if it
No worries. Saw that
They'd
Astro
gone.
in the Badgers already down. They're deleted right there. Both Mouse are almost at half health. One sub half health, about a third health. one just north of half health.
Well, I
Chiefs is
apologize.
doing a
I
very
forgot that
nice
they had
job
the
leading them down.
CGC. I thought they had the 261, so I do apologize. Bob has pretty much unlimited rain.
Yeah,
all
he
over
can
the
hit
place.
anything.
Yeah, he can hit anything.
And they got the double cap going. So they have 3 on the cap down at the J7 position. B cap is almost about to cap out at 10 seconds. And they're sending in the bat chat. They're having to pull off the light tank. Cutter is circling around Geronimo. Pizza Eater is coming over to help.
Pizza drives into his way. Pizza, there you go.
Cap's back on. Good takeout of the bat chat, and their cap pressure right back on again. So all they really have is that Chieftain for resets. Now the good thing is for Chief and Judah is that he has full health. So, and he has a pretty good rate of fire. Cutter's a one shot.
Going down.
Oh, smart shot. He took out the light tank on the B cap.
Beaver and Leech trying to hold back everybody. They getting rid of killing you for fun. How long are the Super Conks gonna hold out on this far ridge now? That chat's now going in for kill on Chieftain.
Yep. They decided that to clip it all out. Pizza Eater was down to 1 shot. Judah's getting focused. Judah goes down. That was a really nice play right there, and that might be the game-winning play right there.
Right. Yes,
that chat's taking out that
agree.
Chieftain.
Completely agree. CGC halfway, 3/4 going to be reloaded. Man, those Mouses, they just survived. They just...
Yeah. Hey, 6,000 hit points, they go a long way in this game, man. Now, this is kind of a dangerous game out here with Pizza Eater at 1 shot, but, you know, Leave the Spawn is also at a 1 shot. Killa Thrilla is just about reloaded and should clean up Leave the Spawn in the IS-7. Taking his sweet time, misses his first shot.
Yeah.
A little antsy there.
Oh, is his turret broke?
I don't know.
That was kind of a weird, like... Oh, man, he's...
Oh, my goodness, and he got hit by the Super Conk. Oh,
right.
he does take him out.
Some technical difficulties going on there with that controller.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If the CGC hits Leech, this is a very winnable game.
Can't stay alive to hit it. Brian, how you doing?
He's
Welcome.
He's done.
Welcome.
Wow, this game went right down to the end. GG's to ONUR6. They played that really well with the double cap strategy. Really stretching Chiefs and then jumping on the tanks at the time. Like I think the bat chats taking out the Chieftain was really the big move there. Looking at the damage side for Chiefs, we'll just go through the notables, which there are quite a bit. The CGC, Bob running that, put up over 2K. Nice game there. Judah and the Chieftain putting up almost 3K. A really nice game there. Killing You for Fun in the Super Conqueror, putting up almost 2,500, blocking 1,200. Super game there. Decisive in the Super Conqueror again. Was the big damage dealer on the Chief side of things, putting up over 4K. iKarma in the Super Conqueror, putting up another 2K and blocking 1,600. And then finally Leave the Spawn in the IS-7, putting up 2,500, blocking over 2,700 in damage. That's a great IS-7 game.
Right.
Wasn't enough.
Assisted.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. ONUR6 with the victory. Sir Thunder in the mouse, putting up 3K, blocking, as you would expect, almost 2,600 in damage, doing his job. The bat chats did their job. Pizza Eater and Killer Thriller putting up both over 3K and combining with 6 kills. So that bat chat combination was lethal in this game.
Thank you,
and
Parko,
the
for that
game
host
decider.
with with the 25 viewers. Thank you so very much.
Woo, that's sweet. And Beaver in the Super Conk putting up almost 2K, blocking 1,200, and then finally Leech in his Super Conqueror putting up 3K, blocking 1,200. So really nice balance on both sides. I think those mouses and that damage was the deal difference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're going to be swapping sides. And,
Yeah. What's your thought on defending that double cap strat that ONUR6 just ran?
I don't know. That was... Give me just a moment. We'll discuss that. Let me just make sure scoreboard gets all updated here.
Yep.
Timer is started.
But yeah, that double, I mean, that definitely pays off because you're definitely splitting the forces up. And then having the mouses over there that... Stranger danger from Loopy Duck. What's up, buddy? But yeah, having the mouses over there, you definitely would have the arty concentrating fire over there, but at the same time, how many people do you pull off to face the mouses, and then how many people do you pull off to go face the other cap?
Yeah, exactly. And it's how you split those forces. And unless the Super Conk or whatever arty you're using is really hitting home runs, you're kind of down a tank to rotate. And I think that's just where Chiefs found themselves. But, you know, they did get that Badger down first. So, I mean, they were tanked up.
That Badger didn't last long.
Basically
for
from the
anything.
start of that match. The Badger did not last long. You know, we see those Badgers rolled out every now and then, but you had to really just be convinced that that's the tank for comp. It's very situational.
Just waiting for one more from Chiefs side. 2 more, sorry, apologize, 2 more.
Yep. Like ONUR6 is going to this time go with the CGC, so we'll see if they can try it. And I think the CGC is the right arty regardless if you want to use one on this map, just because of those undulations over there. Looks like everybody's up on both sides. I'll go through the ONUR6 side. CGC by Astro, Cutter in the LT, Patton, Leech, Killer Thriller in the Bat Chat, Mouse, Sir Thunder, and then 3 Super Conks, Killjoy, Beaver, and Fly Kid. Over to you, Hells.
Over on the cheap side, here we go. Bob coming out in the CGC, rated coming out in the light tank again. Geronimo in the Bat Chat. Leave the spawn. Judah, both in 260s. Killing you, Karma, Decisive, all in Super Conks.
Nice.
Still got about 20 seconds on the timer.
Cool.
Double CGCs.
Be interesting. Yeah. Double CGC. And I'm interested to see how those 260s, playing around with those 260s a little bit. They're really great in getting those tanks into position fast. The speed and armor and having the APCR and heat. Other than the tank's height, I like that tank a lot. Do you sub that tank out for a good IS-7 player who's comfortable in it, or a good 5A player who's comfortable in it? That I'm not sure. So where do you stick the CGC on the attacking side? You go all the way down A0, or do you push it all the way into A1? Looks like they're going for A1.
A1? Right, it'd be kind of interesting to see what they was going to do with that, but yeah, throwing it up in the A1.
It's safer there. It's easier to protect. The only thing is that it could be counter batteried, especially when you're playing with against another arty like they are. Wow, see, now look at them use the speed of those 260s, and they want to get up and under into that cap. So I think Chiefs is going for a full, get in the cap, get the clock ticking. They're really pushing that inside line aggressively. Maybe not. Maybe they're not going to get on cap.
There goes the wide light tank. Batchat going out wide. Cutters should light them up in the bush. CUPs.
Both tanks are set up, but I mean, where that CGC is for on your 6, that could easily be dimed out there. I guess it is kind of down there.
Considering Killa's
Look at
already
this.
lit up.
Yep. Well, and I think what Chiefs is trying to do is they're trying to encircle them here. They got them on that low side of the hill on the 4 line.
Oh,
They're
Cutter already got
pressuring
lit
them
up.
over the top. Yep. And Cutter get back safe. Takes a tracking shot, but I think repairs it right away. Batchat's lit up. Is the CGC? The CGC is not lit up there for on your 6. Has to be feeling the pressure. Chiefs now has boxed them all into just a small section of the map.
Oh, and there's Leach. Leach getting hit by Artie.
Big hit. Big hit.
Half of Leach's life gone.
I'm wondering if on your 6 is going to just make a full push on these heavies here. That would seem like the play to make, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, wow. Cutter just got deleted. Here comes the push.
Lots of bounces.
They're going to try to, yeah, they're going to try to get the overmatch. Looks like Judah is their target, but you're right, he's getting some bounces. Down to a 1 shot, but meanwhile, Cutter and Kill You for Fun were just farming for free, and they take out B-Fly. Killjoy coming over the top, and his Super Conqueror is starting to do some work.
Miles
These
is
2
taking
Chief
on.
Super Conks are putting in work. Killing You for Fun goes down.
Oh, just
Fire on Decisive.
But he's going to go down. Beaver and Leach left over there.
They're on the cap. I would pull back now. Oh, nice shot. Now get back.
Oh, good hit into Beaver. Try to
They
get
can
that.
win this right now. 2 seconds. They just have to keep their head down. The arty isn't loaded.
Oh,
That's it, right?
that's it.
Did they take
Splitting
it?
it up.
They took it. Nice. Very nice play there. They used those tanks on the 4 line as a distraction. They stayed alive long enough, and sure enough, they capped them on the rear side with just 2 tanks. Super job there by Chiefs. You want to hit the damage this time, Hells, on this one?
Yeah, he can go down that really fast here.
Sure.
Started on your 6 side of the road. BK coming out there. Not too much on the damage section on this side until you get farther down the list. Killa coming out there with the 2175 and a kill. Astro did come out there at the 1233 with that Artie. 1953 and a kill. Killjoy, and then Beaver coming out there, the big damage dealer, 2797 and a kill. Over to the Chiefs side, a little bit better spread out damage. Killing You for Fun coming out 2K, 1835 assisted, nice. Decisive in that Super Conk, 2781, 1,000 assist. CGC coming in was the big numbers though, 3K, 48. Not bad. High Karma
Not
coming
bad
in
at all.
1702, block at 390, 2 kills. Lead the spawn, 1904, 490. Rated 1189. Here we go, guys.
Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I like that strat that Chiefs ran there. I think ONUR6 did the right thing on jumping on that. But you got to, that's a map awareness thing. You got to pay attention to that other cap, is that you get baited in and you get just drawn out, and you might think that battle's going kind of quick, maybe less than a minute, but you get a couple tanks on the cap, and that clock ticks down really fast. We're tied up 1 apiece. Good game so far. Ooh, we're going to steps, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. What'd you think of that first map there, Odin?
Did really well. Both strats for both teams, both sides were really well thought out and put together. All right. So ONUR6 is electing to defend. So now we'll do timer.
Ooh.
I had some music turned on earlier on Spotify. I had it running in the background of the background of the Xbox. Like Billy Idol playing, and I'm like, where the hell's Billy? Oh crap!
It's way in the back, yeah.
Yep,
I didn't
Spotify.
hear it, so yeah, you might have heard it more on your side.
Spotify.
I think one of the things that's I think one of the things that's very important on this map is clearly vision, and you can see both teams with the light tanks right away, regardless of which side you play. Vision on this map is critical, especially on the flanks and down kind of that CB line. Just getting an idea of where that attack is coming from and what you're looking at on the other side. It seems like you have to extend your defense just a little bit on this map, on that B or A line, to protect that cap that's up there in the north. Clearly the cap that is on the low side over by, I guess, like C9, a little bit easier to defend because your tanks are already kind of grouped up there. But the double Rompanzer has me super intrigued with the Kronbon too.
Oh, Kronbon, and look at the super conks just rolling out.
I love it already.
We're gonna have an Artie on this one too.
Artie works really good, especially on the attacking side, as long as you can defend it. And I think it's important, if you do bring it, you need to bring something mobile like a 261, and it doesn't look like that's what ONUR6 is on defense. So you wouldn't probably see it there.
Right. Hippo
I
coming
went
there.
through the ONUR6. Go ahead.
Hippo wondering what they think about running the Object 260s that the IS-7 can't do.
What's the heat and maybe just a touch more speed. Other than that,
Bob, you want me to go down Chiefs again? Bob coming out in the 261 decisive, coming out in the light tank, killing you for fun, and Geronimo Bat Chats, Judah rated 260s, leave the spawn, iKarma, Super Conks. Over to you to this.
Yeah. Over on your 6, we got the double Rampans by Killer Thrilla and Cutter. 277, haven't seen that one yet, by Thunder. Astro bringing in the Kron, and then 4 Super Conks, Pizza Eater, Leech, Beaver, and Fly Kid. So yeah, back to that the 260. The 260 is a super flexible tank because it gives you that fast, heavy, with APCR and heat. Good, strong turret. So I think the advantage is that heat round. Um, but I don't know if the turret is as strong. And like I said, it's a little taller tank than the IS-7. But maybe on a map like this, it makes a lot of sense, especially we saw how Chiefs use those 260s before, is those tanks get up and go. And if you're looking to be aggressive and looking to be flexible, maybe the 260 is your choice of tank. But back to Hippo's question on the feed. I'm only going to put a tanker in it if they feel super comfortable in it. If I got someone who loves an IS-7 and that's their jam, it's hard to take a tanker out of that and put them in something else.
Right.
So they did bring the 261, which I think Chiefs did, which is a great pick in terms of an arty on this one. Again, you got to get that 261 in a position where you can defend it very quickly. Because it's very easy to flank on this map from the defensive side of things, especially with two light tanks. It looks like they're choosing to stay on the K line with that arty. I wonder if they're going to try to punch it all the way down there in K0 and defend that arty there. Kind of use the two bat chats to watch the flank along the 1-2 line. And all the heavies are moving down with the arty, and then they're using the LT and decisive to spot up the 7-8 line. Yeah, run point, just to give them some heads up. That's it. And now see, this is where those 260s come in. They're flying down and getting into position very, very quickly. Meanwhile, it looks like all of ONUR6's team is basically an A6 and 7. It looks like they got Artie up in the position they want. Nice position there in K7. Pushed up. You got a good. You can't be spotted even if they from the JK line there. You got to get basically right in front of that arty in order to see it, and now that arty can start farming once it has targets. Decisive needs to be a little careful, running into possibly two those Rompanzers.
And again, guys, I apologize if you start experiencing a little bit of lag, stream lag. Trying to get this stream done while it's blowing high wind warning and stuff, so I do apologize if you do experience some stream lag.
Rated is already on the cap. He decided to pull off of that. Yeah, they're going to come down low because they don't want to eat that arty shell. So this is a good move if they can push in unison. Or are they just setting up? Let's see. There's arty. 679 right there on Thunder. Yeah. Good shot. Now again, for this strat to work, arty has to do work, right? Because you're taking your light tank and two bat chats basically out of the game, guns out of the game, to let the arty do the farming. So that's a good trade-off if your arty's going to put up 3 or 4K and win you the game. Ultimately, that's why we're doing this, right?
Right.
I think the two Rompanzers are sensing that they don't want to get pushed on the rear side. And those bat chats are flanking now down the 2-3 line with the light tank. So again, I think Chief's move is to squeeze them into one side of the map and then force ONUR6 to make a choice. Got lots of time on the clock. Nice hit there, 386 on Pizza Eater. Wasn't a direct hit, but definitely shaved off some health. Batchats now are on the backside cap with the light tank. Oh, so look at this. Super smart. Chiefs, again, with the double cap pressure. They got Decisive in that bush, so he is invisible.
Killing you for fun, though.
Killing you for fun.
Yeah, he better watch out. He was getting ready to try to use Decisive as, like, armor. That would
that would not be cool, man.
That would negate the reason to put the light tank.
Oh, and now they put three tanks on the other cap. So the heavies are now all in on the other heavy grouping on the other cap. Nice takedown of the Batchat of Killing You for Fun. So Thrilla is out in the Rampanzer, doing some really nice work there. But it looks like Geronimo's going to go after the Rampanzer. Meanwhile, back at the other cap, ONUR6 is going all in and is cleaning up on Chiefs in the cap. Only Judah left in the 260.
Oh,
and there it is. That's why you don't run the 260. An IS-7 would have lasted longer.
Yeah, Thrilla's still over here just absolutely trying to
doing work, man. Yeah. His gameplay was super important. Coming down the rails, getting resets, and this distracting Chiefs, both Decisive, Geronimo, and leading to the death of Killing You for Fun.
It looks like Cutter's going after Artie.
Yeah. This should just be a cleanup operation for ONUR6.
Geronimo, they're just going to try to get some good sneaky snipe shots.
Yeah.
This is still pretty...
Yeah, it was a good strat, and to be honest, I mean, they had both caps down into the teens in terms of seconds, so it was a good double cap strat. I really just think ONUR6 did a better job of countering it.
Geronimo
the
take
full-in
care
push,
of Cutter, and then clip out Astro. Does he have enough to... Nope, not anymore.
No. Geronimo is way too weak at this point.
Nice
Decisive is ammo racked. Theater's a 1, but puts in a nice shot. Takes Decisive down to 14 points. Decisive takes out Thrilla finally.
Oh, Pizza getting
there
the
it
shot.
goes. He's down.
Wow.
Pizza did a nice job on cleanup there. That's a pretty good win. Pretty good game across the board.
Oh yeah, you want to do some damage?
Sure. So let's see. On our exit on defense. So we'll head down the Chiefs run first. Starting off there at top in the bat chat, Geronimo with almost 1,400 in damage. Pretty good game. iKarma in the Super Conk putting up just over 1,000. Bob in the 261 Artie putting up almost 2,900. So pretty good job in the Artie, knocking down some shots. Neither one of the 260s did a whole lot in this game, but Decisive, you saw in the end, just hanging around, doing a super job in the Artie, in the light tank, putting up over 2,300 in damage over to the winner's side on R6. Beaver in the Super Conqueror putting up 1,300. Cutter in one of the Rampanzers putting up 2,200 plus damage. Really good game. The other Rampanzer, of course, with 1,200 in damage. Killer Thrilla Pizza Eater we saw at the end, sealing the deal in the Super Conk there, putting up 2,900 damage. Really nice game. Leech with a great game in the Super Conqueror, putting up 2,400 in damage, blocking 1720. It's a really nice game, balance there with the blocking and the damage. And then everybody else left on the board there, putting up just over 1,000. EK in the Super Conqueror, 1,600. The Kronvon run by Astro, putting up 1,800. And then Thunder in the 277, putting up 1,000. So great game there by ONUR6. Taking the lead 2-1.
Will be delayed for a moment. They had a guy lag out right at the end of the game.
Oh, okay. It's no worries. So I guess here's the question, that was tossed up there a little earlier before we started that match. Would the IS-7s been better for Chiefs in that position? I don't know if the outcome would have been any different, but maybe they would have lasted a little longer. Possibly.
Who knows, sir? Who knows?
Who knows? That's why we play the game. It's also fun to have the little debates about what's a comp tank or not, or what tank works on which map.
Right. Yeah, I just haven't come to a full decision yet. I need to see some more gameplay footage, maybe some, really putting that thing through the paces and taking it to the very edge, but I haven't seen anything yet. So I haven't been convinced that it's coming.
And I think this happens a lot, is that the new shiny toy comes out, and every comp team wants to use the new shiny toy. And then you see maybe about one tournament later, is that shiny toy still being used? Has it been integrated into the comp lineup? Or is it just kind of a fad? Or maybe it becomes just a niche tank that's only used in very sparse or few circumstances. So
Right.
We'll see how the 260 plays out down the road.
I mean, out of all of those right now, I mean, the most viable comp premium tier 10, I mean, out of those that have been released, VK72, M60, and
Yeah, I've seen the VK.
Chisel beats it.
Yeah, I think that's more. I've seen that more as a staple, especially when you get into the city maps. A lot of teams use that here and there. But I think that honestly, that's it.
I mean,
We're
we
waiting-
kind
I
of
think we're
saw
waiting for
a little
a-
bit with the M60 in the beginning, but then the Chisel dropped.
Yeah,
and
but that
kind of-
faded fast. No one's using the M60 anymore, right? Not since people have the Chisel, or if you just want to slow down, use the patent, right?
Right. There we go.
Yeah, we just saw that M60, if it ran into a bat chat would just wreck it in a second. Nothing really an M60 could do. If it got caught out, you could almost just RBRT it, and at this level with the type of ammo that's shot, is just butter right through it.
Right. Very correct.
Chiefs got their other player back in. They're definitely feeling at least 4 Super Conquerors on defense. We've seen a lot of Artie. I think we've seen Artie in every single match so far tonight.
I'd have to agree, yes.
It was in, yeah, we
I
saw
was
it on
getting ready
both
to ask that
Moreau. We saw it
question
on
here.
Steps. Yeah, so I'm wondering, are we going to see our 4th map in a row with an Artie pick?
I'm gonna vote yes.
You're gonna vote yes. Odin is on the record as going all in on 4th map, 4th Artie.
I call the bluff and I'm saying yes.
So is this your do or die right now
Thank you.
for the Chief?
Yes, this is
Yes,
either
you're right.
win or
go home.
Or go home.
Yep. So Chief needs this. So you notice they're not bringing any of the 260s out now.
Nope.
They're going back to
up
the
now.
traditional
Hold on.
IS-7 Super Conks. This looks like a very meta lineup for this map. Not messing around at all. There's the Artie Astro with the 261. So Odin, you make all your money back and more.
Woohoo!
And now we're bringing in also a vehicle in that we haven't seen yet that I do think is a comp vehicle for sure, and that's the machine. We see a lot of the top teams running that.
M60,
Both,
here we go.
Both of these. And here's the M60. We just talked about that not really working. So let's see if they can make that M60 work. It looks like ONUR6 has everybody up there. You want to run through them, and I'll run through Chiefs?
Sure, Astro rolling out 261. Cutter in the LT. Killa, Pizza, Batchats. Thunder coming out 277. BK in that machine. Leech, Beeve, Super Conks.
Yeah, and over on the Chiefs side, we have the LT being rocked by Rated. The M60 and Judah, IS-7 by Leave the Spawn, the Machine, Geronimo, Double Super Conks, killing you for fun, and I Karma. Decisive also in a Super Conqueror, and I think probably Bob is at a throw one up too when it's all said and done. Chiefs up against it, down 2-1. They need this game to tie it and take it to game 5.
Most definitely.
Oop,
And
they
it's
threw
nice
up a 5A.
because if Chief ties it, they get to pick which side that they want.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh. Ain't rooting for either team to win. I just like game 5s. Makes for a good stream and makes for a good match.
Very correct. Puts on a great show for everybody to watch.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where ONUR6 sets up with that 261. That last time we saw Chiefs decided that kind of almost K7 position was kind of their jam, plopping it in there. I've seen that anywhere, even along the 1 line, stick that already in. So it'll be interesting to see where they decide what setup's going to go. Question is, does Chiefs have enough speed, maybe with the machine and the M60 and the LT, to get out on a flank and really hunt that Artie? I don't know. Do they want to risk it? Looks like flying down the Snake Road, we have Cutter in the LT. Going to provide some early vision. Counter vision. Rated, flying down the 8-9 line, wanting to extend that vision very early.
He's still out in the flats.
No, yeah,
Kind of scary.
I would say so. Now he's kind of relying on those Super Conquerors out there in front, with Beaver and Leech and the boys.
Rated's going to climb.
Good. They got the
He makes
intel.
it.
Good.
He makes it too. He made it up.
Oh, nice. That's a great climb spot. Yeah, they won't see him up there, and he'll be. He can get reset. So now Geronimo can fall back in the machine and basically play this cap from distance, where Rated can get lots of nice little cap resets on that.
I don't think that's where they're going to cap. I think they're going to cap the other one. Think?
Really? I don't know. They
Rotate.
moved up a lot of forces here.
I see it rotate.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. They're sending one of the heavies back, you're right. But look how Chiefs has defended that cap, I think, really well. They've committed 3 tanks up there.
They're gonna
So they kind
they're gonna shove it down there. They're gonna use because they're guessing. I bet you they're already guessing M60s out there, the 5A, but they're gonna get overmatched with the machine and the double bat chats. You can kiss the M60 goodbye and partial 5A.
Yeah.
Just in that combo. So.
Yeah. Well, and this is kind of what I talked about. I wonder if it's going to happen. M60 versus bat chats is just that tank should get ripped apart. They should ignore the 5A and just chew apart that M60 because the M60's gun though is really hum.
Really good.
Yeah. But you can see Bob. Bob's already down. Bob's down. Bob's out. He decided to go for the 5A and they just annihilated that 5A. Now look at this M60 just getting ripped right now, down to a 1-shot, maybe a 2-shot. Ooh, Pizza Eater missed the shot there.
He's using the
Cutter
terrain
chasing down
very
Judah.
well. So,
yep.
1-for-1
Just
trade
get out.
and.
Ooh. Did you notice they sent reinforcements? Geronimo's coming in to help. But this, that's also what I'm talking about. Like, you look at leave the spawn there in the IS-7. Barely a scratch on the paint.
But I mean, they did get out the 5A and the M60, so I mean that's a pretty good trade out. Now you can
Well, they chewed the M60 down to a 1-shot, but
right.
You still got vision and you still got a gun. You just got to play that tank smart. How's those Arties doing? I don't really see them chipping a ton of damage off these super conks back here yet. They're playing way back on that ridge, and they're just allowing Rated to do the spotting there. So now does the game plan say make another attack once those bat chats are loaded on
Astro's rotating.
tanks up?
He's moving up.
Yep, here it comes again. If I was Judah, I'd go back to the railroad tracks and just kind of play a cheeky game there and support my machine in IS-7. Keep that gun in the game, play from distance. That's exactly his setup.
Yep, Artie just missed Geronimo. If that 261 could have got a hold of the machine,
Ooh.
That would have been broadside.
I'll tell you what, if Pizza Eater and Cutter go down, this really swings it in.
Yep.
Yeah. Because then the other machine is not going to be able to take a full health IS-7 on. And look, there it is. And here comes Spawn. The IS-7. Like, okay, you want to shoot at something? Here you go. A little standoff here between everybody. Spawn thumps one into BK Fly and his machine. Pizza Eater's trying to move in. Geronimo's going to come around the backside and take out Pizza Eater. He sees him. Cutter's at a bug.
Needs to drop. He needs to drop.
Gotta keep that gun in the game.
Judah getting a good
He
shot.
takes another big hit. He's down to a 2-shot. I think they could almost push.
Not too.
We'd swing the camera if there was
there
something else going on, but it's
there
the standoff down there.
It's a standoff down
This
there.
is the more interesting battle.
Right. This one down here.
So we're down at 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Beefs is doing a really nice job, and I think ONUR6 has decided this is not the route. I think they're abandoning the 2-line. They're trying to get undetected. Yeah, BK's at a bug.
Then Astro needs to start getting moving though. If he's going to try to possibly get one more cheeky maybe.
Now, if I was Astro, I would rotate Astro down to the other side now and use him as kind of a rear guard of those conquerors. maybe watch the S line. Yeah, so they're going on full rotation now on your 6s. Decisive takes a hit. Chiefs does have the hit points right now, 64 to 44. So nice little advantage there. Only really Judah in the M60 is weak. And look at this. Astro is moving his Artie. So right now, that gun is not firing. And we're down under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Artie needs to keep firing. And now, by the time he gets his next shot off, it's going to be probably close to 2 minutes, maybe 10 seconds, because now he has to aim. He has to find one of those super conquerors.
Gunner's doing a great job. He's keeping everybody over here. He made sure the IS-7 and the machine are still there. I wonder if they're going to go for
I would tell you
a full cap. I'm wondering if they're going to
they are, but my thing is, Artie at best can only get off 4 more shots. He has that thing tricked out. So he's not going to, unless he lands all 4 of those shots on one of those super conquerors. He isn't. Yeah, here comes the cap pressure. Thunder's at a go low.
Yep, rated split
kind of
now.
be an anchor. Yep. Ain't they? Maybe they'll try to throw pizza back there on the backside. So now they got to push forward. The tanks over on the 1-2 line need to start moving. Chiefs. I think ONUR6 is going just to push all the way in on these super conks and just kill them. You got to take out the low health tanks. You're doing a great job of focus fire.
Oh, already just missing.
Super good job.
55 seconds left. All right, so they have to get everybody on the
Here's
base
the thing
now.
is, yeah,
Wait.
but remember the light tank up top.
Right.
Light tank can reset. He is spotted, Rated is spotted, but if Rated can keep his tank alive, that means you really have to go back to the A cap where the strength of Chiefs tanks still are. Even if you look at the hit points right now, Chiefs has more hit points, and we're down under 30 seconds.
Yep, there's not enough time.
They can't do it.
Nope.
They can't do it.
This is a tie. We're going to game 5.
Nice. This was a really great game. Look at him. He's just getting those easy, cheeky resets. They're just spamming shots up at him. They can't do anything. That spot by Rated really paid off. Wow, that might have been the best match of the night out of all 4 we've seen. All right, wow.
Some pretty good
All
damage.
right, so over on the, on your 6 side, here we go. Pizza Eater in the bad chat with 3 kills and 2k damage. Really great game there. Still a Thrilla in his bat chat, 1200 in damage. Scooching on down. Beaver in the Super Conqueror, almost 1700. Really nice game. The Machine by Flykid, putting up almost 1700. Astro in the Artie, the 261, putting up 2400 in damage. Pretty good game right there. And Sir Thunder in the 27 over 1000 in damage. But the winners go over to Chiefs. Actually not really balanced in terms of the damage. We saw that poor 5A with Bob go down and get focused right away. Same thing with Killing You for Fun. Karma was able to put up almost 1400. But Decisive also went down kind of early. The Machine with Geronimo went down early, but look at the bottom 3. That M60 kept that gun in the game. Judah almost got taken out and was a one-shot for, I would say, probably about 8 minutes of the game, but was able to put up over 3K, and that just shows you the danger of having that gun.
Right.
Good job.
The good side of that tank, he showed the good side where it just absolutely DPM.
Yeah, great gun, but you know what? He didn't do anything dumb with that tank. He did exactly what you're supposed to do. Get back and you play that support role, play that vision role, And yeah, nice game there. Rated, putting up almost 3,300 in the light tank. Monster game up on the top of that hill from the beginning, making that super climb and picking up 2 kills. And then the IS-7. Leave the spawn. I think that was the critical anchor tank up there in the top. That tank they didn't want to shoot at, and he just stayed around, put up 2K, and we're going to game 5. And what map are we getting to do?
Tiebreaker is Mines, and Chiefs has elected to defend.
This is defending on mines. Awesome. We've basically gone back and forth every other map on this. We've seen an arty on every map. ONUR, we to see 5 games, 5 arties? Yes. I didn't even have to ask finish asking the question. Yes, we are going to see 5 arties.
And Cutter just threw his up.
There it is.
Okay. Cutter is very proud of that CGC. It is called Princess.
Yeah.
It even has Princess on the side of it. So.
My pretty princess. That is awesome. Mines is definitely a fun map, and it's definitely on the attacking side where the CGC, I think, works really well, especially if you get it in that C1, B1 position. Opens up a lot of the map, and you can even hit tanks that are kind of hiding down on that G line. At least at G5, E6, you can still pop some tanks there and really negate the tanks that kind of sit back along the K line. Normally you put a lot of TDs or super conks back there, and that CGC can just rip them apart. Ooh, a Sturv. That is an interesting pick.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, we're seeing it. Oh, this is a hill rush on your 6 side, right?
Right.
Take all the machines and just take the hill. They'll use the mouse down as an anchor, and the wow. I can't wait to watch this. This is gonna be fun.
Well, go ahead and go down on your 6 there, Dis.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you got the CGC by Cutter there, Rampanzer, Thrilla, and then you have the mouse by Thunder, and then everybody else is in a machine. Pizza Eater, Killjoy, Beaver, Flykid, Nastro. That is just designed to get the hell up the hill and take that hill.
And Chief is going to counter Judah in the 260 with decisive.
Whoa.
Killing you. Geronimo rated Bob.
This
all
is where
the
the 260s.
Yeah, and then lead the spawn and Karma and the super conks.
Yeah, this is where the 260s might pay off for them.
We've still got 50 seconds on the timer.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, typically it's like this.
So
why not? No games. Just get the damn tanks up and let's get ready to fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
So I'm looking at tanks out of the game right now in all hill brawl. Clearly, the super conk is, the CGC has to sit in place and fire. The mouse is not going to get up there and be a factor. The question is, can you even send the Rampanzer up there? The Rampanzer can get rammed by any of those tanks and shot once, and it's gone. So that leaves you with 5 machines going up the hill for on your 6, if that's what they choose to do. On the flip side, Chiefs can send up all of their machines and the 260s. They should, in theory, win that fight. Of course, both these teams will probably do something completely different than what I just talked about. And
I think that on your 6 we'll send a few to the hill and send the rest down the one line or to ACAT.
Yeah.
I think they'll split those machines up.
I just think
Try to
if you're
push the
going to
mouse
fight the
onto
hill,
B.
that would be a
We'll
good
find
play, especially if you could support it. We're going to find out very fast because both These teams have that super fast lineup.
Yep, they're going to do it just like they did on Wednesday night. They're going to go up top and they're going to smash everything that gets in their way with the machines.
Yeah.
Send them,
And the super concerts are to play that
Mouse
rear.
is going to cap B.
Yeah. So, yeah, they'll use Eye Karma and Spawn to just watch the sides. Here comes the brawl. Wow. This just comes down to focus fire. It's hard to even tell you what's going on because so much is happening. It's easier to tell you what's left when it's all said and done. Wow. Got another fire. So here's now what's left. You got Killjoy, Astro, and Beaver left in their machines versus Bob, Killing You for Fun, and Judah in the 260. Astro's in trouble. Astro should go down, but Bob doesn't have any shots left. Beaver now is on reload. Bob is on reload. Bob should reload first, I think, and be able to kill Astro. Here comes the two Super Conquerors with full health coming on up. Wow, Beaver's in trouble. Beaver's down to a 1. Beaver goes down. That mouse is still sitting in the water. I don't think that mouse has fired a shot. I think ONUR6 is in trouble here. They got 3,000 hit points and a mouse and a light tank. Chiefs has 2 full health super conks and a bunch of one-shots. Here comes the cap pressure. Really have no choice but to get on the cap and force those tanks to come and fight.
Leave the spawn. Roll this tank. He's on the turret.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, he's popped over. If it was on the PC, he would be in a heck of a trouble. So Killathrilla in the Rampanzer is kind of going to play the sniper from distance. He has full health too, and he's just going to try to pick off these one-shots. And then the thing is, the Rampanzer gun is good, and it could actually take out all 3 of these, well, at least the 2 machines are one-shots for Killa. Bob's coming down in the machine and a clip. Down goes the mouse. They did a really great work on just focusing the mouse, ignoring Killa. Killa was able to take down Killing You for Fun, but now looking at this is pretty much GG's. I'll go back and say the 260s up there on the hill versus those machines once they were on reload, I think really paid off. And down goes it, and Chief takes it 3-2. Nice game tonight by both sides. It's a shame both these teams can't move on.
Right.
You want to hit the final damage here tonight, Hills?
All right, over here on the ONUR6. Actually decent. Everybody put up over 1,000 except for that CGC. Killathrilla coming in there 2173. Coming up next, the Mouse blocking 1480, 1796. Astro 1853. And it just goes down from there. Over on Chief's side of the world, 260s definitely put in some work. 1821 out of Decisive. 2709 coming out of Judah. Blocking 1280 also out of that one. Icarmer coming in the Super Conk 2331, blocking 640. The Spawn 1516 coming in there, 2 kills. The big damage dealer there, Bob coming out the machine, 2 kills, 3835. Not bad,
Yeah,
not
good
bad.
stuff. I just noticed on that hill fight there with Judah up there in that 260, he blocked more damage in the 260 than all the machines on the other side for ONUR6. So again, those machines can be deadly, but they're not going to block a whole lot when you get up in those battles.
Well, that's it. That concludes
Yeah,
the evening.
that was some good comp action tonight.
Right. All right, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves coming out tonight. Thank you going out to Odin yet again, putting on the CTT. You're the man.
Anytime. That was one hell of a fight for sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, Dis, you want to close
All
out
right,
the stream and
gents.
shut us out of here?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming out, watching tonight. Spectacular battle between Chiefs and ONUR6. GG's to both players, and appreciate Odin putting on this tournament as always, and Hell's always putting out the best content for competitive comp play. We always appreciate it. Catch us on every Wednesday night. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. And we'll see you on the next battlefield.
Hell yeah. Peace.